there.
Are you,
All right, let's go. Let's go. Let me tell our throwers.
It's been too
Put your
long.
mask on. Put your gloves on. This has your day.
Yeah, you're. Oh, we can do a live preview for. All right, we're live.
Yo.
Zero
You're
watching
live?
now.
Zero watching. These
Yeah,
people
love to
come
see
back.
it. I just put the link.
So what was going on? You just restarted. It's okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hello. After a long period of trials and tribulations and me, restarting my computer, downloading numerous tricks, seems like we finally have a working stream for you all. I'm here tonight with my co-hosts, Mark and Bergie. What's up, guys? What's up?
Are we live?
We are live. We have 8 watching now.
Oh shit.
Oh, I found it. I'll link it.
Thank you.
Okay, we good.
Hello
we good.
everyone. How's it going?
Finally live.
Let's get the watchers back up.
Yeah.
Everyone tell
Huge
everyone
apologies for how long that took, but
Colin had to go downstairs and run around the block and come back because he's physically tired to get this stream to come back.
Yeah.
Well, me and Berkey just talked about bologna sandwiches.
Yeah,
Bologna sandwich.
Do you want to tell the rest
Let me
of
tell
your...
you about the bologna sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, while we're
Do
waiting
tell.
for all the watchers to get back. I need to tell everyone about the fried
Are you
bologna
saying
sandwich.
that a fried bologna sandwich is really good? I'm not convinced.
Okay, so this is the way you do it. You take the bologna, you like maybe quarter inch of bologna, inch, maybe a little more, enough that you're satisfied, right? And you put it on and you fry each one individually on the pan until it's like a little burnt, hot dog style. And then you layer all of the pieces of bologna on the bread, and you get crispy sort of burnt bologna mixed with just regular bologna. Throw on some Dijon mustard. It's an unbelievable sandwich.
When I think of bologna, I kind of think of like a mixture of just general meat taste and tin foil.
See, I hate bologna on its own. I'm not a bologna liker.
It's never been good. I don't know how it could be.
I know I sound full of baloney, but Chris,
I heard that.
my girlfriend Christine said that, and then I just rehashed it. Shh.
You put any vegetables on a sandwich or just bologna?
No vegetables, bologna, mustard, and that's it. But you have to try. Like, it's really great, and bologna is so cheap.
I just can't imagine going to the store and just like putting bologna like in a cart.
You gotta put the bologna in the cart.
In this environment, Perky, there's only so much space.
You take the bologna and you put it in a cart. It's $1. Like, you can get,
can I just tell you something? I've been making
bologna for $3.
I've been making almond milk because I don't even want to buy milk to carry home.
You've been making almond milk?
Yeah.
Isn't that really expensive?
No, it's so cheap. What are you talking about? It's like so much cheaper.
Then like almond milk, like a gallon of almond milk is like $5. Can you buy it in a gallon?
Okay, I'm gonna see how much cups of almonds are in a Costco pack of almonds, but I'm assuming it's like at least 20, and then each cup makes like 6 cups of almond milk, so that's like a lot of cups of almond milk for $10. Maybe 100 cups of almond.
You can get 100 cups of almond milk for $6.
Yeah.
All right. Fine.
Yes.
But as I was saying, is it the same thing where if you drink a gallon of almond milk really fast, you vomit? Like, it's impossible?
I heard if you drink almond milk really fast, it goes straight to your breast.
I heard I heard if you drink almond milk really fast that you'll grow udders on your stomach.
Okay. Are we getting started soon?
we have 30 people now.
Yeah, hello everyone. Really excited for Scales Open. Scales Worldwide.
I'm excited and scared to see human beings again.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you two and whoever else. I guess Remy.
So the one good thing is that for those who don't know, I had coronavirus, which was cool. I'm fine now. But I'm part of a trial where I'm donating my own blood, and it's being tested for resistant antibodies. So for those who are concerned of strangers coming to my house, they can be assured that there's no coronavirus.
Yeah, and for those of you who are concerned about Mark calling us strangers, I just want you to know we've been friends for 10 years. Exactly, but apparently we're strangers.
Remy is not certified corona free. He is not.
Honestly, I don't think we should have Remy over.
Yeah.
I really, the
The
amount
problem
of
with Remy is he touches. He's a toucher.
yeah, and he's moist. And the other thing is that Mark, you're a scientist, right?
Yeah.
How much coronavirus can you keep in one hair?
Like enough.
And Remy has thousands of hairs.
That's true.
So
That's
I just
true.
don't know.
Maybe we'll we'll have a vote for if Remy comes.
But one thing that we can do is get bubbles.
Oh yes. Oh, that'd be fun.
Sorry, we can just get one bubble for Remy, and then, but it has to be a size in which we can push him out the window.
I don't have bubbles, but I have plastic wrap, so we'll just.
That works.
Yeah.
We just poke a hole where his mouth and nose are.
Yeah, so any question about Scales Open? It's happening very soon in 3 weeks. I'm very excited. And we're kind of doing a little pre-gaming with some complexity. Who do you think is gonna have the best trick? Who do you think is gonna have the weirdest tricks?
All right, so this is complexity.
Yes. Damn, this is already really good. Whoa. Man, all
Nice.
these kids are getting really good at making
Okay,
tech tricks.
what is the criteria we're sort of judging this on? On like the actual complexity,
The
like
mount complexity.
the mount because this first mount is really awesome. Like this first part, this is the type of trick that I like. But towards the end, it sort of tapers off.
Yo, you know
That
what's,
is
you know
true.
what's crazy? Is chat. Is this the first time you guys have heard me? Event have been audible this whole time.
Oh, what?
Chris just said, "Where is Becco?" And I checked my mic, and I don't know if it was on. Honestly.
Oh my god.
I might have been just you. All right, well, what's up, guys? I'm here just to say this trick was super complex. Man, I did a whole Scales Open update and nobody heard it.
Oh man.
They only heard me and Fergie argue.
I've just been talking about this movie for half an hour.
Oh man, that's crazy.
That
Crazy.
explains the awkward silence.
Yeah.
Dude,
Man.
they come for come for our IT skills.
We've been good with these lives these past few times, but I don't know, man. This time You got some bad karma
Yeah.
or something, dude. Anyways, that trick from Welso, crazy dense. Up next, we got a trick from Shalhoub, who's one of my favorite players, actually. Shout out to Shane.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Shane's been grinding in this quarantine environment. Oh, this is insane.
Oh man, the tower. Let me make this bigger. Definitely be a bigger trick here.
I miss Shane.
Yeah, Shane's great. Dude,
Also,
I
Becco,
think that
you're echoing on my end, FYI.
Me?
Yeah,
Okay.
people like it actually.
Oh, that's epic.
so he has this like crazy wrist movement, but I think what's underrated about this trick is that there's a chopstick right after that, and it's this crazy like side switch chopstick thing.
Okay.
That's inverted.
Yeah. Let me watch this all the way through one more time.
Also, the little like black 360 thing. Same.
Yeah, this trick is really well constructed because it has a lot of
this-
like super dense parts, but like he also has quite a few elements that like aren't very technical either. It's a good blend of
Yeah.
stuff, I would say.
Yeah, I want to talk about this last element for a second. Where there's like a slack going on and he catches it with one finger and then lands on a different place, and it's weird because it doesn't really get any like this style of ending doesn't really get any representation in competitive play, but as I've been doing like a lot more obviously non contest oriented yo-yoing, like it's such a good sort of thing to look out for in your tricks. Just leaving that slack there and catching it and then landing.
Yeah, I've never like done tricks like that. It's just so like foreign to me.
Our guy
Yeah, it was
Shane
foreign
always
to me for a
thinking
long
outside the
time.
box.
Yeah,
Gotta love
fold
it.
through plus choice. The best part, in my opinion. And the slack in the beginning is the 360 that goes to his.
Next up, we've got a trick from our guy Hobby God.
Ooh, okay.
Someone said, "What happened to Bergie?"
Bergie fell off. No, I'm kidding, dude. I don't know. He's still. I think
I'm not sure if he means that they can't hear me or.
Can chat? Can we hear Bergie? I don't see why they wouldn't. Oh my goodness. Can you guys say something?
Yeah.
Okay, they can hear all of us.
We're good.
Okay.
Okay. I always get.
People are-
The chat knows how to scare us like that.
There's a hacker.
We're getting hacked. Man.
Javi got with the like kind of plotter-ish kind of thing where you like slack it over, but then there's just like a little loop that just shoots out from your hand like out of nowhere. You just catch it.
I bet
Such a classic.
Hobby God's a legend by 2022.
I agree.
Yeah, this guy has a sick style.
Yeah, he's going up fast.
His style is so 2013.
Yeah, like.
But in a good way.
Yeah, it's like such strong fundamentals, but
Mhm.
like
I would
catching
even
up with,
date
like,
it like
current
kind of
tricks.
earlier, honestly. Like it's the execution seems like way earlier, but like some of these elements are like quite modern. It's sick.
Yeah, I could see him getting so good. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, he's
easily.
already getting so
He just
good
has
so
he has
fast.
really clever ideas already, and not many players are like that.
Yeah, his string always looks like it's a pound heavier than everyone else's.
And Kowalski said, I want Hiroyuki Suzuki to wear this shirt. I actually agree. That would be sick.
Very Klosky thing to say.
Do people still know Mickey?
Yeah.
I don't know. Chat, do you guys know who? Mickey
I'm
is?
Yo-Yo God. Come on now. Overall, super sick trick from Hobby God. Thank you. Next up, we've got
Yeah,
a trick
like,
from
so sick.
Omar. Let's see what Omar's got for us.
Omar.
This guy is from
I think
Egypt?
Egypt. I think Egypt.
Yeah. Yeah. He just got on our radar that last live.
Yeah,
Right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Like, in a big way.
Yes. Whoa. Right down Bernie's alley.
Ooh, the double tower. That was sick. Loved that.
That's the ending too.
Hey.
Yeah,
There's
Omar said
another
that he
cow.
wanted to see our faces too, but I think
Ah.
we're opting out of not doing that today for.
Yeah, I just can't find my camera right now. I don't know.
Fair enough.
There's enough technical issues.
Bergie FOMO reaction video. Also that. Yeah, this was a
Here's one thing
crazy
that I've
trick, though.
noticed.
Go
Here's
ahead.
one thing that I've noticed, being a little bit critical here with love, is that technical tricks a lot of times are too long, like in the sense that like they have like a point in which they reach their awesome part, and then they keep going to become like a forgettable part.
Yeah.
Where-
I think there's a sense of theme in
Yeah.
like tech. Like you have to have like a theme, and then you have to switch between those
Yeah, and
to keep things like fresh and interesting.
it all depends on the player too. Like there's definitely some sense of having punchlines in your tricks where you have really like visually appealing and like difficult elements like throughout your tricks, but it's hard to do multiple of those in certain tricks depending on how you set them up too. So it all depends.
Big fan of this mount lately. That's this guy.
Yeah, next up we got Ogi. This trick isn't super complex, but these are actually some fire arm hops, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, now we got some
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of
complexity
tricks
too,
like this
okay.
lately.
Some sick mounts
Yeah,
here.
but this is sort of it's a good example of what I'm saying, especially because like the beginning was a fire trick, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, but when you're just
It's hard to
talking
keep yeah,
complexity,
it's hard to keep it up like that for sure.
yeah. But also that beginning is so good, like in
Yeah.
the sense that like I mean like I'm thinking competitively now, but like just as a trick in itself is so good, and I haven't really
Yeah.
seen anyone do anything like that.
I agree.
I'm doing a trick like that now in my prelim that I just filmed.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
know.
awesome.
Chad, if you
Yeah.
guys if you guys and girls are good people for the rest of the stream, I'll leak this Mark prelim for you all.
Yeah,
fire song.
the zoning is off the charts.
Yeah, this trick is sick. I dig the 180 spin.
The tech at the end. I mean, it's not as complex.
Yeah, it's not.
as, like,
I like the
most of the
hops
so
more
far,
than
but-
the second half, but it's overall a cool trick too. I dig it.
Yeah, the tech is more on the complex side towards the end,
Hmm.
which is good.
Yeah, I really like the ending actually with the triangle and stuff. Good stuff.
Berkey does bring up a good point though, that like complex tricks need to have like something
Some
to keep it fresh
structure.
and interesting.
Yeah,
as it
totally.
goes.
Yeah,
It has to have some structure.
whenever I make up a complex trick, it takes me months.
Yeah,
to
me
come
too.
up
I
with
mean, me
something that I
too.
like.
I think that's the case for a lot of the best tech players is that they don't come up with tricks very like frequently, but when they do, they're very well thought. Like next up, we got a trick from Nathan Joseph.
Nice little Arata inspo in the beginning.
A little hard to see this.
That is true. It looks dense.
It's just a little back.
That wrist part looks cool too.
Solid, very solid.
Yeah, this is a really cool looking trick, but I wish I could see it better as well.
Yeah, if you film from the other way, it would be great lighting. I've mostly learned how to light videos from watching other people's videos with not good lighting. And I just go, I shouldn't do that.
I like the beginning a lot.
Yeah,
I think it's a great.
I even though I can't see this trick in detail, I really like. I think it's a good like. It's not too dense to where like he's like really stuck in anything in like a weird way. Like it flows well, I think, which is cool. Like he utilizes wrist elements a few times, which I think is cool. But yeah, it's just hard to see. So. it's a
I wonder how
bummer.
much he's been yo-yoing since the quarantine. You know what I mean? I wonder what this does for yo-yo in the long run.
Everyone is just grinding every day.
But there are certain people who are gonna like like Nathan, for instance, is like hitting his stride, right? Where it's
Yeah.
like he's just getting to the point where it's like top 10 at contest and like everyone knows who he is and this and that. So it's like he's hitting his stride and now he probably just has an infinite amount of time to yo-yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up,
Just say-
we got Matthew Doyle in the mix. Shout out to Matthew.
The ending was fire.
Yeah, Matthew's one of my favorites too. This guy, he's got the sauce.
This is a good like
Oh,
example of using the zoning elements.
Yeah,
to
this is a
create
great.
complex
Yeah,
maps.
he sent this one a while ago. This has really sick zoning, and like I think the way Matt flows with this trick is really cool too. Like this part near the beginning, and also the slack out
Yeah.
of the double or nothing is really nice. Super cool stuff.
love it. Behind the wrist stuff is starting to hit its sort of peak.
Yeah, everyone is like making behind the wrist tricks. It's
it's-
cool, but like
And they're the
Yeah.
best. They're some of the. It's like one of the best looking newer elements, like
I
behind the
agree.
wrist stuff.
yeah,
It always looks satisfying, and I feel like the
Okay, from someone who's like kind of like one of the OGs, I think that it's hard to like it's hard to make it not gimmick.
yeah,
Like it's very easy to be in a mount and be like, okay, I'm just gonna do this because it's like kind of an easy out in a way.
Yeah, but look at this and look at DKIM, and then it's like it's starting to be figured out. But I also
Yeah,
know
no, it is
I also know
definitely
what you're
figured out.
saying as one of the absolute OGs, like a 10-year OG on the wrist stuff.
Yeah.
You also deserve the respect, and let's give it. Let's shout out Mark for his wrist stuff in the chat with an F, please. Thank you.
yeah. Let's go, Mark. Next up, we've got a trick from Luna. Let's see what Luna's got. Yeah, F in the chat for Mark, being a wrist legend.
Yeah, thank you everyone. It's good to know that
Please.
everything matters. This was sick.
Whoa. Hey. Okay. Ooh. I want. Okay. Was that a nod at the end? To be honest, come on. I really like this trick though. Especially the beginning. Yeah, really cool intro here. Confirmed no knot. Crazy.
No, Luna says it is a knot.
No, she said no, it was not a knot.
Yeah, but Jacob Wah said that confirmed by Luna it is a knot.
I don't even know what I'm seeing. I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. I'm just very confused.
You just draw.
Mark, turn around and then look at the computer screen again. Luna's doing a
Yeah.
trick.
I like this trick though. I like the pictures and the beginning flows really well too. Looks like a very solid beginning to like a super dense combo. And it is. Let's keep it moving. Next up we've got a trick from Levi.
How long have you been practicing this
Levi out
Levi gang.
out in the woods.
one?
Sick.
These slacks in the beginning are really cool.
Yeah, this is really good.
How long have you been practicing this one?
Another important thing about complexity that I noticed with this trick is that it's really hard to like continue to do elements in complex mounts while keeping the next mount that you go in
Yeah.
still and he does a good job.
Yeah. And the theme keeps up too.
Yeah.
The end doesn't really fit the rest of the trick, despite it being a brilliant concept and
Yeah, Takahiro Izuka.
This dude, he was really trying to finesse the credit on that one, like he didn't take it from Takahiro. You thought, bro.
Takahiro wishes that Remy didn't make it first.
4-year-old Remy Baskin made the red triangle 1.5 trick.
Exactly. In 2006.
Anyways, it was a really cool trick though, and yeah, pretty clever ending there, if I must say so myself.
How long have you been practicing?
Oh man, next up oh man, this is crazy. Sorry about that. Next up we got legs. You won't believe what trick he's doing. Whoa.
Oh my god.
It's kind of wild, dude.
Legs with the legs. That's
Whoa. Dude, getting dense.
crazy. I feel like leg complexity is just like exponentially harder. Like it should get some kind of
Yeah, this
You
is.
know.
I would consider this a pretty complex trick, low key. Like, I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, this is why we don't skip leg day, boys.
Yes. Leg tricks are gonna make it big. I think it's the next big thing.
Really, you think so?
Once contests come back, yes.
Will you
I think
be?
I think
Will you be a
I think
pioneer?
people are figuring out the wrist stuff. I think people have already figured out the wrist stuff. Like it's pretty popular now. But I think legs are next
Mark,
for people to figure.
Yeah, I think that a lot of sort of medium, like things that have been explored to a medium extent, are going to get their full exploration this
quarantine.
year.
Yeah. The problem with the wrist stuff was that people like couldn't flex, like bend their wrists in that direction. So it takes some.
Next up, we got a
But the
trick
leg
from.
thing is like,
Oh.
it's like an actual technical difficulty.
Yeah, and people are starting to get that wrist surgery.
Yeah.
Next up, we got a trick from Landis. Whoa, some under the leg stuff too here. Okay, crazy.
Yeah, the trick was like I got surgery 10 years ago and also removed a rib.
Yeah, I removed 2 ribs to do wrist tricks.
The intro is great.
Yeah, this is
This
a
trick.
really good trick. Even though while you guys are talking about removing your
More-
ribs for wrist tricks.
There's also another leg element, which is really cool.
This guy really has 4 ribs for wrist tricks. Yeah, did he drop the triangle? That's a good question. There's a cliffhanger at the end there. What do we think, Chad? Did he drop the triangle? Did he catch it? What are we thinking?
Oh, he definitely dropped it.
He dropped it?
I think he. It looks like he's gonna catch it though, for the thing ends. I don't know. It's very convincing.
Yeah.
You'll never know.
I don't know. If he has video proof that he caught it, I think we'll air it next time.
My hypothesis is that he caught it, but like he just like gorilla fisted it, just like caught it like
Yeah, this is
with his whole hand.
This is a message to all of you submitters that you can't get away with this with us.
No,
Yes,
you
this
can.
trick is-
I really enjoy this trick still. I just thought it would be funny to. Shane
I
says,
think
Shane says Schrodinger's triangle.
Everyone should know. Everyone should know by now that if you do something weird in an otherwise very good trick, that we're not gonna talk about the trick.
That's true.
Okay, one thing is this like over slack thing. It's like a very common like slack element where you whip it over and then like the whole
Yeah.
thing goes over and you catch it. Some people like whip the slack very lazily, and it kind of just like, you know what I mean? It's not very smooth.
True. It's kind of like a weird element to get used to, though. I think like
Yeah.
kind of takes a while to get.
I think what
down
happens is some people just past it, like they don't really like think about doing it really like well.
well.
Just do it so fast.
Next up, we got a trick from Chris Toledo of Team Duncan.
Yes.
Does
Jake
Chris usually submit
he
like
does,
for
like,
regular stuff?
every time, yeah.
Yeah, he's a this is fire.
Jacob says, "Is there no alphabetical order? We're actually going reverse. So yeah, we're at K now, about halfway through, over halfway. I don't know."
This is like a great
this is a pretty
definition of what would be a good
complex
complexity.
trick. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. It's not too like debilitating, you know? It's
Yeah.
not like
Chris,
so complex it's hard to do.
yeah, he's still
But it
able to
is
do this trick
definitely
in
more
like
complex than normal.
he's able to do this trick in his typical execution style, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's a good balance.
Mm-hmm. Excited to see what Chris does for Volume 4. Scales
Yeah.
open.
The new complexity bonus will definitely benefit him.
It's true. Oh man,
yeah.
next up we got a super dense trick, it seems, from Josh E. Let's check this one out.
Oh, Josh is, yeah.
I already know it's gonna go crazy.
I know, I'm glad you submitted
Whoa.
for this one.
Dude, this is
Oh
dense.
man, this gives me PTSD, honestly, like from old school.
I know, it's like I'm back in elementary school. This is some real 2008.
It's like,
He's still going too. This is sick. It's
this is
dense.
insane.
I love
This
it. I was hoping we'd
Okay,
get a
this
trick
is-
like this, honestly.
Oh my god.
Yes,
I want it.
that was sick.
This is awesome.
Someone watched Ignitus last few weeks ago.
Okay, this is awesome.
Oh my god, he's still going.
This is
crazy. Oh my god.
That ending. Oh man, we gotta.
When I
run
first
that
started driving,
back.
everyone used to do crazy tricks like this, and I just, you just can't learn it when you
Where you just
driving.
drop like 4 different tricks.
You're like watching this 240p YouTube video of like
Yeah.
someone doing a trick like this, and it's like impossible to
It's
keep
funny
track
that
of.
this could be refreshing now.
Yeah, it is
This
refreshing.
used to like used to see stuff like this and just be like, I can't learn it.
Yeah, but now it makes sense.
Dude,
Years
this,
later.
yeah, this trick is hype.
It's just so nice.
And it's also very dense. Like all of these
So dense.
mounts. Like, look at the layers here. Alvin says
Yeah.
this reminds me of Kentaro Manen. Of course it does, Alvin.
I'm David said he opened up the tower to Tekken it.
He also did a great like we were discussing earlier, the like hanging loop, and then you like
Yeah,
slide
you
it
do
over,
a trick from there. Yeah.
but it goes into like a double tower or something.
Yeah.
That's definitely a trick that he's had way before. That's not a trick you can just make.
Yeah, you can always open up a mount and make like another trick in it. Like sometimes
Yeah,
like, you
yo-yoing.
just, like,
Yeah, so yo-yoing is infinite, but I think over quarantine, yo-yoers will discover every yo-yo trick ever possible. So it might be like,
Definitely.
yeah, it's gonna be over. soon.
Another really classic flex trick style element is where he just drops single loops at a time and just reveals new mounts.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
So classy.
Now we got Jonathan in the mix. Jonathan
man.
placed 3rd in the last Scales Open. He's one of the most dense technical players in the game right now, I would say.
I think he now has the most legendary neck trick of Scales Open history.
That's quite a big title to have. He beat out
pe-
Connor.
Yeah, people do a lot.
Yeah,
I don't know
he
what
did.
Connor's gonna do about that.
Sorry, Connor, but
Wow,
better.
Connor's not the neck god anymore.
I mean-
It's-
not the neck god.
This trick is crazy dense, as usual.
yeah,
Not much
this is
to
great.
really say about it. Like, it's just a great trick.
No, one really good part is he does this thing where he loops over his
That-
non-throw hand,
yeah.
like a loop, but the loop has a knot in it. It has a mount already. When it catches in, it goes into like a
A
more
bucket,
complex
right?
mount than just
Yeah.
Yeah.
than
The
just some loop.
the video is kind of unfortunately like making it difficult to see everything.
Yeah, Android gang stand up, but
But this is I mean like it's weird because there's a lot of stuff going on that like just from seeing stuff like this so many times that I can just understand without having to even see the string.
yeah. Another good thing about complexity is that or another thing about complexity is it's hard to get complex bounce while also like having a great movement pattern. Like,
Yeah.
having
Yeah.
interest-
And I think
I-
that's always been Jonathan's like strong suit, is being able to flow really well with these dense tricks, because it's not easy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's
There's
cool.
so many elements that like I love to do in here and that like would make up a trick that I would really like and I really appreciate it.
True. Very cool trick, indeed. Next up, we got a trick from Jerry. Let's wait for that one to queue up. Going crazy with the suicides here.
Love to see it.
Very solid.
The intro he does is like a great way to like. It's like a great like complex type of mount. There's so many options on that. I
Yeah.
see a lot of people do it nowadays.
The intro and then the part starting from the slack trapeze feel like two different tricks, but two
Yeah.
different good tricks.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's such a great intro.
I
There's
like
like
that.
so
Yeah,
many good options.
I like the intro a lot. But yeah, the transition could maybe be more seamless between like that and the second half of this.
Yeah.
Another good thing is the element right before the slack drop. He like just throws his thumb into a slack so that he can just make a mount to make the slack drop. It's not
Mhm.
supposed to slack drop. That's very clever use of that.
Yeah, he said there are two tricks like combined, which makes sense. Like it wasn't like a real criticism; it was just a thought, and under the assumption that like everyone's submitting one trick, that I mean it doesn't have to be a thing.
True. Cheat codes.
Cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, sometimes it's good to cheat.
Next up, we got a trick from Jason Yo-Yo. Shout out to Jason.
Ooh. Classic entrance. Really
True.
sick.
True.
Ooh. That was
Ooh,
fun.
that tension hook. Okay. Hey, dense mount right here. He's still going.
Yeah, it's kind of chilling towards the
I
end.
got some. True. Ooh,
Also classy.
got the tower. Now he's just vibing at the end. I like the beginning a lot.
Yeah, he was vibing at that for a minute. But the beginning was really sick. Great double, like the two elements, the Toru one and the I don't know who does the second one.
Yeah,
One that
Really?
the slack pops out.
I like this tension hook a lot too, as well as like the slack into this really dense mount up here.
Yeah, he does two tension hooks. The second one is like really.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, and Jacob offers some pretty good advice. I would say backing up your camera would be a good move.
Yes.
Overall, still cool trick. Next up, we got a trick. Oh, we have multiple Jacobs in the mix, actually. Man, this is crazy. You know it's
Maybe the
serious
best
when there's a
Jacob.
Jacob and a Jacob 2 file. We got Jacob 1 right here.
Oh, this is a really
Wa,
sick intro.
using, looks like the dunk yo-yo.
Is
Oh, this is sick.
Jacob is the
So,
future.
so risky.
Yeah, he's the future of yo.
That green triangle is like crazy.
Whoa. Super cool.
That suicide was just like whoa. And I don't know if that was meant to be an injection, but if it was, that'd be really.
injection is one of those things where it's like anytime someone does one, I'm like, oh, let's go. Like, I'm
No
like,
way,
I'm like,
injection.
did you do that on purpose?
I made an injection for a trick circle once. I just never landed. I was like, I can't do this.
I know, that's the thing.
And making a trick like this is also like while you're making it and you're getting up to that mount, it's so painful because like you have to land the whole trick before you get to that mount, and then you have to figure out what to do with that mount.
Yeah,
You know,
it's true.
just complexity problems. Alright?
It's so true.
I know, complex gang.
Complex gang in the chat.
They're doing alchemy.
Really, really cool.
But I
ideas,
do
though.
like the small green triangles too. It's very ballsy.
Mm-hmm. Next
That's,
up,
like,
we
my favorite
got
part.
a trick from Jacob too. We got a trick from Jacob Vaughn now. Jacob's got that long string tech going on, so I'm looking forward to this one.
Sometimes Colin will just YouTube search long string tech.
It's true. Whoa, see? Whoa, with the.
Oh my, that was so awesome.
Yeah, see,
This
come
guy's a
on
long
now.
string legend on this.
Dude,
Come
I'm gonna
on
start
now,
YouTube.
yeah. We don't even play.
Google
Don't
search
play
long
with
string
me.
tech.
Don't play
I'm
with
sorry.
me.
I'm sorry. I was cap. I'm sorry.
See, like he knew
He's
he
so-
knew that was fire too. Come on now.
Dude, this guy is really a long string legend. I can't even lie.
I'm not even gonna lie. I have one recog set up with like full length string just to use for long string from time to time. It's fun.
Chaser.
There's,
joking.
We all get
it's
inspired by our
yo-yo chaser.
The long string really just makes you like yo-yo different. There's a lot of stuff you can just do.
There's tricks that I'll do with long string that I don't even remember. Like I just pick up the long
Yeah,
string and I'm like, how am I
exactly.
doing this?
Yeah.
You ever like you have a long string on and like you do a mount and you're like, I could just do a whole nother mount.
Yeah.
Like,
The one thing that I don't like in tech is what is sort of in the middle, right before the most amazing part of this trick. So I'm a little conflicted here. Is when you just kind of like stop, like with the
That's
with
the
the
thing,
yo-yo,
it's-
like
With
right?
some elements, there's like a tough like setup build up time, and that's
Yeah,
kind of
it's like
hard.
the
I
one-
kind of try to avoid tricks like that, but it's definitely a thing.
yeah, I try to avoid it too. But then like the follow up was so good that I'm like, you know what, give it to him.
Now we got Jack Path in the mix. So let's make this a bit bigger.
Just a shout out to Jackpath being one of the most innovative.
Yeah, for real. Even though
I always watch him and I'm like,
he's always either sending in tricks late or sending in the wrong tricks.
oh,
but
hello.
come
and
on,
that we don't
like,
forgive him for.
Yeah, like.
And I actually have a poster of him on my wall that I throw darts at. But the rest of it I really enjoy.
So this trick is really fire.
yeah, it's so good.
Especially the loop thing. This like loop catch thing is insane.
So clever.
I would never do that. It's like it sounds so tiring to make. Out to him.
Yeah, you can just tell Jack is
And his
gonna be
dog.
Jack is gonna be making crazy tricks for years. I feel like I'm looking forward to it. It's so awesome. Next up, we've got, oh man, one of my favorites in the Scales Live submitter list. We've got Isaiah, aka Eyes Swizzle.
Swizz, let's go.
It's also interesting to see like what people's take on.
Ooh. Sick ending.
Yeah, classy ending for sure.
I like this beginning quite a bit. Cool rejections. And I like this part where it kind of like pops out and then like goes back the other direction. It's pretty
The 3D
flashy.
thing, yeah.
That ending is like when you go to a restaurant, you order a salad, and they ask to crack the fresh black pepper on it. It's like, oh, you're like, yes, please.
It's just like a sweet end. You're just
It's
like,
like,
oh,
tell me when to
hell
stop,
yeah.
and you're like,
So true.
It's like it was good already, and then you're like, oh wait, hold on.
Like a little finesse at the end. Very sick.
What is the old school vibe? Because I agree with that.
What?
Someone said he has an old school flow vibe.
There's just some sense of
What
like,
are what are the
execution
players that sort
style.
of had that? But there's certain people that I think made that up.
Bobby God for sure.
Javi God's got that old school flow vibe.
Yeah.
But I think it stems from the time where people did tricks that like were like, look at this, and now look at this, and now look at this, and now look at this.
I think older tricks has like a different focus. Like you present things differently. Or there's like I don't know what it is. 30s in old school. Old school being like not that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the old school thing is just kind of like having a very like clean pacing into your tricks. And I also think like with a lot of modern elements players do now, they're maybe like so technical or advanced that like it's hard to do well. So like old school tricks kind of tend to have some tendencies of being not so dense.
I would say that they're dense in different ways. There's definitely like a sense of you can tell if an element is new.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it doesn't mean that it's better or more complex or anything. It's
yeah,
just
no,
different.
dense isn't like
Completely.
synonymous to like new or like interesting necessarily, but
It's,
just
it's
a
like a
factor.
different set of tricks entirely.
Yeah, the classic style of tricks was like around sort of the Adam Brewster clip video time and like
Yeah.
2008.
Tyler.
Yeah, sort of thing. And second note is that I just got chocolate on my string.
Oh wow, just throw the whole thing out at that point.
I know, I have to throw out the chocolate.
How'd you get chocolate?
So
Because I'm eating a piece of chocolate and I got it on my hands and I threw the yo-yo one time.
yo, this trick is really, really, really
This
good.
trick is really good.
Wait, this is
Also,
from
shout out to Egypt.
yeah,
Egypt
this one's
community.
from Ahmed. This trick is really, really good. Love the beginning
Yeah.
of that one. Honestly, that was amazing. Yeah,
Hopefully
we
we'll have a
got
conflict.
Kieran in the chat too. Kieran just said this trick is amazing. Like, yeah, it was really
This is a
sick.
good trick.
Summoned Kieran, the tech prince.
The Tech Prince.
And
Yeah,
it's
this
cool
is
he's
a
wearing-
very well done complex trick.
It's cool that he's wearing a Cairo Red Sox shirt too.
Yeah.
Man, what a
Well, that
really
was-
it's just super well, like really well paced, I would say. Like, and he has some pretty dense mounts in this trick, but it's like I don't know, none of the
But also-
none of the elements are inherently dense or technical, so it flows well, I think, which is cool.
Another thing about it is the ending is really good and it's not typical.
Yeah,
Like the problem with a lot of tech tricks is that the endings are usually very like cut and dry. It's hard to make a unique ending for a tech trick, but
yeah, that one was like even like up until the dismount, all of the mounts were still pretty unique and like not anything generic. That was really cool.
Yeah. The other important thing to note about tech tricks in general that this does really well is that once you get really tight, like towards the middle of this trick, you need to have a quick way out. You can't
Yeah,
you can't sit
it
there
can-
and like
exactly.
and struggle with it. Like this really just goes in and right back out.
Yep, it's sick. Next up, we got a trick from I think at Ghost Boy on Instagram. This might be a new submission actually, so shout out to Ghost Boy. Let's see what he's got.
vibe already.
So true.
Got the Gucci slides on at the gas station.
Ooh, I like
Yeah.
this intro.
That was really classy.
Hey,
Man, this guy has some style. That mount.
yeah, I dig this.
The wrist mount in one hand.
Sick picture too. What would you
This
call
whole
that
thing is
picture?
sick. This whole thing is really great.
Yeah.
The in and out drop.
Love that intro.
The rock the baby transition, so sick. And then the one-handed wrist mount.
One cool
Which
thing about the wrist mount iron whip is that if you just do that and then you drop everything off your wrist, you get a fake knot.
True.
We don't talk about that. I thought that.
Okay, sorry.
I thought that mount died a long time.
You thought it
And I'm very
died.
surprised to see it still alive.
Yeah, I dig this trick though. Really cool.
I really, as much as I love this trick, I just want to say I hope
You hope what?
that mount doesn't come back.
Oh,
Which one?
dang.
The wrist mount iron whip.
The wrist mount
Oh,
iron whip is good, and
you-
you gotta watch your mouth.
Now we got Devin in the
Alright.
mix. What's Devin's got for us? Let's see.
Okay.
Dang.
All right.
With the
That-
loop around.
That Aiden type beat, pretty sick. Whoa! What? Yo, what was
I know
that
the
ending?
ending. Alright, okay.
What? Yo, what
Devin-
was that?
Devin's such a good like
I really
mid-range.
hit him with the
this
double over.
this whole trick, I was like, oh, that was pretty sick. And then the ending, like he like has this weird part where he grabs the 1.5 mount weird. I was like, what is he doing? And then he just does that suicide. I was like, oh, okay then.
It was like janky as hell right before.
Yeah, bro. I was
Oh
like,
shit.
Whoa.
It's so crazy. He's one of the best, like, kind of does everything yo-yo
Yeah.
players. Where it's like some people specialize in one thing. He's just like kind of mid-range, good at everything.
The Carmelo Anthony of 1A.
Yeah, he's gonna be
Yeah,
on
that's
the
what I
New
think
York.
of, yeah.
He's gonna be on the New York Knicks of yo-yo. That's gonna be awesome.
He might release a yo-yo that's $15.
Man, that was an amazing trick. That ending is a good example of like having like some sort of like punchline ending to a technical trick like that. That was sick.
Yes. Yes.
Because like for
so
that
much that.
for that whole ending of the trick, I was like, oh, this is pretty good. But like that one element in the middle was like really sick. So like when you give the like viewer like something at the end to like make them realize how sick of a trick it was, like that's really helpful.
And
Also,
I would,
it goes to show that like complexity isn't just like visual. There is some like there's some
Yeah,
complexity
yeah.
where you just can't do what's good. There's complexity in the bearing as well. Like
Yeah,
I don't know
I
how to
mean-
explain it. There's like, you
it's true.
know what I mean,
I know what you mean. Where it's like
Yeah.
it can be, like everything can be sort of wrapped up in the gap without having to see it.
yeah, exactly.
But the one thing I thought about the last trick was it is just a little bit long.
Dude,
Or,
now
like
we,
the ending was so good. Though.
now we got some tricks from David. Oh man, this is
Okay.
wild. Dude, I can't wait until he gets like straight up amazing at this juggling club balance stuff.
Has he been trying this for a while?
He
now?
sent in a trick to an earlier stream, I believe, of doing this. So it's like I'm enjoying the progression here.
Yeah, this is a video he already had because someone said, "How is the quarantine affecting you?" And then he sent it to someone, and he was like, "Oh, I can also submit it to Scales Live."
Just want to say, R.I.P. to AJ. Because
Oh,
this reminds
man,
me of him.
So true. Rest in peace, AJ
Yeah.
Kirk.
Rest in peace.
That's true.
His spirit
A
lives
shout
on,
out to
dude.
AJ. His spirit lives on.
Sick trick though, and like I can't wait to see David just like be able to do like hooks with the the club balance and stuff. Like, looking forward to this. It's like how we watched Ham Dog progress in front of the glass cabinet. Now we're watching like David progress with the juggling club. Pretty sick.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that there's nothing like really breakable. Like,
It's
in his
valuable,
vicinity.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now we got another David in the mix. Next up, we got I'm David. Whoa, this is dense. And a picture. Whoa, okay. Yo, David, what picture is that? Tell us. It's like when you have show and tell in class. It's like, all right, what's the trick? Like,
It's a crazy bind, by the way. That's like a wacky bind.
I dig this intro whip. Honestly, it would be cool to like make some sort of trick from that. But like, I think when you like pluck a few strings, you kind of can't really do that so much at a certain point. I dig the shapes
Yeah.
though.
There's nothing like a good string plucking.
It's true. a key.
It
to-
really feels good
It's
when
a-
you get
it's
into
a
a mount where
key.
there's like a few little things and you can pull stuff.
It can be key to some technical tricks. I'm not gonna lie.
It is, but I always like want to stray away from it,
Yeah,
but
me
then when I
too.
start doing it, I'm like like you make something kind of cool.
Can't get enough.
looking.
David?
Oh,
David said it's a green triangle and a tower at the same.
That's true. Next up, we got a trick from Cole. CH-yo-yos. Let's check it out. Hey, pretty sick.
That's a little wrist intro.
Yeah, I like the wrist intro. And I like transitioning out of the arm trick into like some technical stuff with that wrist mount there. That was pretty cool.
mhm.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, you could work on. You could like elaborate on that more. It's like all the right elements too.
Yeah, it's just that
for
they're
sure.
put together. Like structurally, it's not sound, but everything about it is good.
Yeah, it's just in terms of construction now, putting it together in the right way. Where everything individually is like so good.
Totally. Really, really solid choice of elements there. Good stuff. Next up, we've got our guy, Colby de Guzman, aka Victorian Yo-Yos. Oh man, this trick.
This guy is like doing just singular insane tricks.
This is Aruto. This is an Aruto trick. Look at this. He really sent in the Aruto trick for live. Look at-
Oh my god, this looks so hard.
He's like, let's go.
And when it's not Arthur doing it,
I
it
know,
looks
I
so
was
much
just about
harder.
to say, this just goes to show how abstract artist tricks are. Oh, we got
I hate to say it, but
Kieran.
sometimes it's not in a good way.
I think, yeah, no, I don't think so either. I mean, Arts is able to execute it a little bit better, but like, yeah, we got Kieran joined the Discord voice. I think he's here to talk about this Colby trick, but he's muted right now, so.
Yeah, we summoned Kieran twice now.
Yeah.
Dude, he submitted it. I can't believe it. It's so sick. Dude, I already, I just learned an Arta trick today. I'm so proud of it. Like, dude, of course, dude, like, dude, sick.
Okay. So
I still
can-
have to send him a yo-yo for it.
oh, you're gonna send him a yo-yo because he learned
Dude,
an
I
Arthur trick?
told him if he learns it, I'll send him a yo-yo. So I have to do it now.
Yeah.
And
So AMA
I'm like-
from someone who learned an Arthur trick. Like, do you think it's
He
Easy,
said
hard,
he said
like-
Extremely hard
he said
level
took
10.
me 20 hours. Colby said took me 20
level
hours.
10, dude.
level 10?
This trick is level 10 for sure.
Do you think it's like a good trick after learning it? Like in terms of the elegance of it, if that makes sense.
I mean, the way Arta does, yes. I mean, I can't emulate that. I'm sure it's hard.
Sometimes when I look at his tricks slowed down, I'm like, it's a little clunky. At the end of it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he just has a different way of yo-yoing.
Yeah, he just has it's a different outfit.
This trick looks so annoying to learn because in this intro he just has so many random like slack twists. It's like why?
And then there's like 8 strings. It's like
It's
so
like-
weird.
So masochistic, yeah. It's just.
I mean,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
all for masochism.
That's my favorite.
Yeah,
But-
that's my favorite. But
Colby, I'll be honest. I saw this trick on Instagram. I was like, dude, like, I need someone to learn this. 'Cause I'm not learning this. So I just sent it to the chat, and then I incentivized it, and then he did it, and now everyone's happy.
Dude. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like learning tricks like this, you kind of realize like some technical tricks can just be like beyond a belief, so dense that it's like near impossible to make it look good. But I don't know. There's definitely some sort of balance in terms of like constructing your tricks and making like the elements transition to each other in like some sort of useful way.
I will have to say though, learning tricks that are like so just like off compared to what you usually do, like really does like open your eyes to like different
Yeah.
kinds
Totally.
of ways to
Totally.
It's a great way to inject different things. Like, when you learn a trick, especially this long, it gives you like 10 different things to start trying in different mounts.
Yeah.
Now we got a trick from Bocce, one of our favorites here.
This is a cool sweatshirt.
It's a cool trick too.
It is.
Bocce's so good.
Yeah, for real. This is fire right here.
Yeah, this whole trick is amazing.
Jeez.
Review 2, let's go. He needs us to understand how dense this one is.
Yeah, this is so.
Wait.
This is like the best straight. Like in terms of like
this?
bocce.
Wait. Oh, this is the same trick?
Yeah.
Oh, that looks so different from POV. That's nuts.
That's
POV.
right. I feel like he probably filmed it and
Dude.
then he was like, "This does not do it justice. You have to see what I see."
Yeah. I have those tricks. Tons of those tricks. I like that. Dude, I thought this
POV
was
is
Dario.
always like such a different outlook. Like everything is just so different. Like a different entirely.
I thought this was Dario.
No.
It very complex, yeah. Wow. Bocce, you're nuts, yeah. Wow.
Oh, I thought it was me.
Oh, let's go. Kinda sick.
Ooh, is that a flag? That's a flag?
And people are doing a lot more flags lately.
That was a flag.
Yeah. That's
Totally.
over. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, and that has nothing to do with everything else that's over.
Yeah. Great trick. Not very complex at all, but otherwise very good.
Oh, Broadway to neck. Dude, half
Yeah.
Broadway to neck. That's fire. That last like half turn to the neck, brother, is like really hard to do. I just tried doing it.
Are you talking about the bind?
No, it's to the neck brother
Okay.
part at the end.
Kieran's tried every single trick everyone's done so far.
Dude, I just stood up and tried it. Like it's hard. The trick is hard.
Once again, I was inaudible on the Discord. Or not on Discord, on the live stream. Love to hear it. Love to see it.
The bind is great. That's probably my favorite part of all this.
Yeah, wild trick though. Some great zoning there.
The whole thing. And yeah, the neck bind too.
For our last trick
can't-
submission, we've got
Hitting
another
that must
Ahmed in the
make you so
mix. Let's go.
As going
Lots of
off.
body.
This is sick.
Oof.
Yeah. He's
Got the
standing on his
hook
bed.
too.
And when you move your body like this, I feel like yo-yo just opens up so much.
Yeah, it's sick,
When you start
honestly.
moving your body like this.
Chat asks, will we see
Oh,
Mark
you did
prelim?
yo-yo, dude.
The chat asks.
Uh,
So chat, do you want to see this Mark prelim? I have it downloaded on my computer. I can leak it right now if I really wanted to.
Yeah, I mean the chat has to
Mark, right?
decide because you got one vote no from me.
No.
Dude, Mark free?
Yeah. Like, it has to.
I
My only condition that it has to be.
It has to be what?
Dude, I'd rather see.
With sound.
It is with it'll be with sound for sure. I got you.
Okay. That's
If
all
it's
I care
sound,
about.
I'll change my vote to a yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I don't
Well,
know if I want to see Mark pre.
The
I
chat-
also feel like I'd rather see Mark.
all right.
Dude, I'd rather see Mark.
Honestly, not many people want to see this prelim in the chat, Mark. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll play it anyways. We'll play it. All right.
A Bergie 5-minute. Oh, that's no problem. I got you on that.
Five.
If you want to see 5 minutes from me, comment on my podcast after listening to
About collusion.
it.
I'll try it. I was gonna do a Tagio trick, but maybe I'll do a Naruto trick. No, I'm gonna do a Tagio trick.
I think a Tagio trick would still be a bit harder.
Yeah. Probably harder. Crazy to think
Maybe
about.
Egypt's kind of popping off.
Yeah, Egypt yo-yoing is going crazy. Imagine we go to a contest in Egypt.
Dude,
Egypt
contest in
nationals.
Egypt would go crazy. I would love to.
That'd be very exciting.
Flights are cheap, guys.
Yeah.
see Nats.
Let's go Egypt.
You guys,
Yeah,
you guys
so-
down to go to Egypt Nats?
Well, do they have an Egypt Nats?
I mean, we can. Dude, let's make Egypt Nats. Come on, easy.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's true.
yes,
We'll
yo,
run Egypt Nats.
All right, chat. We ready for this? Oh, we got Tyler Viano in the chat too. Let's go. Pretty sick. He wants. All right,
I love
Tyler.
that.
Tyler wants the Mark prelim, man. All right. Let's show it, dude.
So
Let's see.
excited to watch myself. Yeah.
Mark, are you excited?
Yeah, I worked not that hard on this, but hopefully I'll make finals.
What would you self-evaluate yourself right now before you watch this?
If this prelim were like to go into skills up in
Yeah,
four,
yeah.
I would hope to get between 4th and 8th place.
Cool.
Okay, so you,
That's realistic, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Well, with that being said, I present to you all, Mark. Oh wait, hold on. Oh shoot. I did this wrong. 1 sec.
Just kidding.
That was a leak though. Hold on. Let me get rid of all of us before I show it again. Okay. Round 2. Chat, are you ready? We got Mark.
This is the song.
Yeah, this sounds on.
Yeah, calm down.
oh, dude, this is fire. Dude, you're so.
Just do that.
Now we're back. All right, chat. The Mark prelim. How crazy was that?
If anyone wants to, it's open source, so if anyone build finals, they can field the.
You hear that? It's open source, chat. So feel
Yeah,
free
I
to
open
just
source my prelim.
you can just learn the prelim and do it right there.
And claim it as yours.
Yeah.
Well, it's open source, so there's Creative Commons Bergie.
Yeah, but people don't really respect that all the time.
Yeah, same in comedy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Sick. So I'm actually gonna go over some quick yo-yo news and then we'll reveal the winner of the complexity challenge. So in regards to what's happening with Yo-Yo lately, a few supporters of Scales Open have released some cool new yo-yos lately. So, for instance, Caribou Lodge just dropped or I think is about to drop actually, the Wildfire in some new colors at select retailers worldwide. In addition, Yo-Yo Factory also just drops the Blade 2.0 over at Yo-Yo Expert. They actually released like a prototype version, so that's pretty cool. Feel free to check that out. Duncan also just dropped both the Butterfly AL as well as the Freehand Aluminum. So 2 new aluminum models based on some Duncan classics. Pretty sick. And lastly, Unparalleled is gearing up to release the Nostalgia, which is Shu Yun Tong's signature yo-yo. So be on the lookout for that one.
Very cool. What about contests this year?
Oh, yeah. So we actually do have a contest coming up in 3 weeks. That's Scales Open Online, Volume 4. Glad you asked, man. I haven't heard about that, but
Oh,
good
I was
point.
talking about all the other contests.
Oh, man.
Oh, which other contests?
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah. So shout out to Scales Open Volume 3 happening in 3 weeks.
Yeah, and
Go to
Wow,
scalesclub.com.
Blade 2 is $40.
yeah.
Wow.
And
Cereal looks massive too.
also I heard that some cool stuff with 5A is happening in the coming days. For those unfamiliar, I believe the Duncan 5A patent is expiring sometime this week. I believe tomorrow. So
Whoa.
expect to
Should
see
we do, let's
some.
get a countdown clock on that
Wait,
one.
is it really? Is it really happening tomorrow?
I think it's tomorrow. Does someone in the chat want to verify or tell me I'm wrong? It's
May 1st?
I don't know if it's May 1st though. I think.
So from what I remember, Steve Brown has already made a 5A countdown website.
Yeah, there is a
pet.
There is a countdown
Oh.
somewhere, but I don't know.
Well, I guess there's no one.
It's
more
okay.
important
So it's 1 day and 3 hours. So it's actually
One day.
Tuesday. It's
Yeah.
Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It'll be Tuesday.
5ayoyo.com is the
I
countdown
know
timer.
Steve Brown invented 5A.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure that we're.
No, he made a website for the countdown of the patent. 5ayoyo.com.
So
Also, can I make another? I'm sorry if I'm interrupting.
Oh,
but
of
can I
course,
make
no
another-
problem.
Thank you. Can I make another challenge for like another stream to start thinking about? Is that okay?
yeah,
Can we do 3D tricks?
sure.
Oh.
I did a 3D trick the other day and I was like, this is awesome.
You hear that,
Feel
chat? So
alive.
work on your coolest 3D style trick for the next Skills live stream, and who knows, maybe the best trick will take home something cool. Speaking of that, we actually do, believe it or not, have a winner for the complexity challenge. So we had a ton of really, really cool tricks we watched today. Whole lot of you put in some really cool effort, showcased some dense tricks, some not so dense tricks, but overall just tons of really cool yo-yo tricks, and that's what's most important. So
Shout out to everyone that submitted.
yeah,
It's
for
so
real.
sick to watch all of these.
Absolutely.
Shout out to everyone always.
Yes.
Totally. And with that being said, our winner of the complexity challenge will be showcased on the screen. Gosh, I keep messing this up. Whatever, you'll see who this is and you'll know. Congrats.
Oh, Bachi!
Let's
Oh,
Congrats to Bachi. I always mess up this transition setup, but yeah.
Hey.
Love
it's a
bot.
POV. When I said it's a POV, do you think that's what causes the complexity to get a lot harder?
Yeah, it definitely gets harder in POV.
This
Is that like
trick
a
is crazy.
is that like a hack? Do you think like if you want your trick to look more complex, you definitely do a POV.
Yeah.
It looks like way more complex.
But everyone's trick looks more complex in POV, so
Yeah.
I can see through the smoke.
Love it.
Yeah,
It's
no,
so
I
well
think
done.
I think yeah, I see some people in the chat maybe talking about this not being like the most complex trick or anything. I think with these challenges, similar to what we saw in the last stream with Daniel Kim winning the zoning challenge, is that quantity doesn't necessarily mean it's the best in cases like this. It does make tricks good, I would say, but I think like with things like this, it's more about like kind of like how you use dense elements and like the mounts you create, rather than just like, oh, okay, like he did a lot of dense tricks. Like I think with this one, like we were really impressed with this trick because it has really dense mounts, but also the transitions were pretty unique too.
Yeah, and the quality was really good of everything. Like
Yeah, it was
you
just
can
a
do a 50 trapezes, like just do a 10 times trapeze, and it's really complex.
yeah,
Like,
and
there's a lot of strings going on.
yeah, there's just a lot of like diverse elements done with this trick, which I think was cool. Like a lot of like chop transitions, also some slacks, like multiple rejections as well. Like really cool stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. And then did we agree on a runner up too?
I don't think so, but we have a few honorable mentions, I would say. So I guess we can shout
Yeah,
them
I
out.
agree with that.
Yeah, so let's show off some
Yeah.
honorable mentions. One honorable mention was Ahmed from Egypt Yo-Yo. Shout out to Ahmed.
Very-
Oh,
Very honorable. This
yeah,
was this was my original vote. My second being Bocce.
Oh,
Yeah, another really, really cool trick, well constructed.
man, that trick is so good.
what do you guys think of filming with the side angle, specifically with like tech tricks like this? Do you feel
You're
like
talking
you
about
might-
like slightly downwards.
no, slightly askew to the side, maybe like to the left or the right?
I don't think side is really like much better or worse, but I think this angle is actually really good. Like not POV,
I like
but like
top-down.
top down. Yeah, like some sort of top down is good.
Yeah, this is
I
the
just feel
best.
like I feel like I kind of wish I had a side view of this, because some of the tunnels and those chops are like pretty hard to see.
That's
from
true.
The
Mhm.
flat third person view.
Very true.
It's just a recommendation.
Yeah, I love this one.
Sick. I'm gonna mess with that first element too. That pass
Another
is good.
another honorable mention. We've got our guy Shane Lubecker.
Yeah, this one's fire.
In the pain.
Shane is also really good at having these like complex elements.
Totally.
It's like it's subtle, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I like those pants. Definitely Gore-Tex.
If if you're talking to Kieran and he doesn't mention Gore-Tex, you're talking to a clone.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
trick was just so cool. And then for our last honorable mention, oh wait, Jonathan also had a really sick technical trick.
Yes, dude, Jonathan's whole thing is
This actually is
Yes,
not our
off.
last
Go off.
honorable mention now that I look at this list of people.
I think
More
that's something.
honorable people.
I'm just trying to think about like Jonathan's trick is so crazy and complex, but I feel like the way he does it, it's presented in a way where you can't see like, you know what I mean?
I think it's a trick that kind
Yeah.
of like the zoning in it sort of takes over the technicality
It
of
takes
it.
over the it takes over the
And-
technical.
Kieran might know this. What makes it look like it's flashing? Is that like the camera adjusting
Auto
to the
exposure.
exposure?
It's auto exposure, yeah.
auto exposure.
It makes
It's
it
just
so
like he's
hard.
moving and he's reflecting light, and the iPhone and the phone's just like, oh, like I don't know what to do. It's usually phones have, you can prevent this with AE lock, but I guess his phone doesn't. have it.
Try AE lock.
Yes, AE lock.
And
Or
then
just tapping and holding and like setting the exposure.
for our last honorable mention, we've got this sick trick from Josh Eat.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
man. So sick.
Dude, yeah, I
This one's just a
I love
classic.
So many good
Classic
submissions
tricks like
today.
this.
Yeah.
This was my number one. Just like so classy.
ooh.
Speaking of number one, I will be back in 1 second.
Man, this guy with the jokes.
You know, he's such a funny guy.
Dude, he's the funniest.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many sick tricks to
Yeah,
know,
Oh,
honestly.
oh, the hourglass.
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah,
hourglass
dude,
like
this ending.
transitions are crazy.
That ending takes me back. That's like a trick I saw Josh do at 2Yo like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I was saying that some of the elements he does are like so hard that it takes so long to do elements like that. There's no way that is something you come.
Yeah, it's kind of I was always kind of I've always been kind of confused by these like picture tricks with like ridiculous like setups. You know what I mean? Like there's so many things you have to do to like get into the final mount that it's like, how would you come across that? Like, what? How do you think of it? Like this.
Josh is actually one of the few active yoers that still has like those kinds of elements. Now you think
Yeah,
about it.
for sure.
Right.
With like a setup that's just insanely long. You know, it's like it has to wrap around multiple strings and like go through loops to land on a string.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the last yours with that style for sure.
Yeah.
I think Michael Lockelmer is the last person on the planet that knows how to do that crazy like
The
picture
picture
trick.
the last person.
Dude, him and Leo are the only people that know how to do it.
He's like the last airbender.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, everyone, thank you for tuning into the stream. We're really sorry about the huge delay. Pretty late, but we hope you enjoyed it. Tune in to our next stream sometime probably later this week or next week, in which we will be doing a 3D trick challenge. So work on your 3D trick concepts. Thanks to Berkey. See you all.
Oh yeah.